Could you imagine an elderly couple going into a theater wanting to see a scary movie because it's October, and then walks into a movie like Terrifier 3? Hello everybody and welcome to All Hallows Cleve, where we talk about Halloween, we talk about horror movies, scary books, and all those creepy, absolutely terrifying things that are currently living under your bed. My name is Kyle and I was ridiculously lucky to be able to attend the premiere of Terrifier 3 at Fantastic Fest of this year. And as one being a major fan of Art the Clown in the Terrifier series, I decided to make a full-on YouTube-length spoiler-free review, because good freaking lord, I love this movie that much. But before we go into my review, for the uninitiated, let's talk about Art the Clown and why you're seeing him in every single Spirit Halloween. Art the Clown first appeared in a short film known as The Ninth Circle, where it was Damien Leone's directorial debut, which was more or less testing out a bunch of creepy fictional characters to see what stuck. However, I really don't think Damien was prepared for how massive Art the Clown was going to be. After the 2008 short, 2011 rolled in with the short film version of the movie Terrifier. And it would not be until 2013 where Art made his feature debut in All Hallows Eve. Which is funny because in the movie All Hallows Eve, it actually incorporates the two previous shorts in a bunch of VHS tapes, where Art comes out of the VHS tapes and he starts murdering everybody, including the little ones. However, Art the Clown would really pick up steam in the year 2016 with the feature-length version of the movie Terrifier. And boy do I remember this movie, because around college and school, this was the movie to watch with a bunch of friends. Mostly to see who would be grossed out the first, because this is where you find the very iconic hacksaw in half scene. The first Terrifier film was the perfect little cult classic modern day grindhouse movie. However, 2022 is when it really started, because that's when Terrifier 2 kicked off in theaters and it just exploded on social media. The tweets were insane, the Instagram pictures were nuts, people were throwing up in the theaters. It was beyond mass hysteria, to the point where they were even handing out these barf bags in theaters. And that is where Art the Clown got his mainstream success. And now Art the Clown is everywhere. Animatronics, books, t-shirts, everything. Even these adorable, amazing Funko Pops. Art the Clown is now a modern day horror icon, which, to be fair, I think is one of the big reasons why a lot of people love Art the Clown, is because we don't have very many horror icons. At least not modern day ones, you know? But now in comes Terrifier 3. And boy, does this movie absolutely rip. After the events of Terrifier 2, Sienna and her brother are trying to rebuild their lives, thinking now they absolutely have to be safe now that Art the Clown is officially dead. Well, just like Palpatine, somehow Art the Clown returned. And this time he is not holding anything back, to the point where no one is safe. So first of all, out of all the Terrifier films and shorts and everything, this is the one that feels like a most complete movie. Terrifiers 1 and 2 were pretty obvious from the start. It's not really focusing on the characters or the plot or really the overall story. The main focus of the Terrifier films are the showcase of the intense blood, violence, and gore, and obviously Art the Clown being Art the Clown, which Terrifier 3 has all of that. But also, it has a story, it has a plot, it has good character moments. Now, I'm not trying to compare this to like Oscar-acclaimed, critical-worthy movies, but I legit walked into this thing not even expecting there to be a plot, period, and was pleasantly surprised of what they're doing to the story and where the story is going. Because I'm sure y'all know by now, Terrifier 4 has been confirmed by Damien Leone. Actually, in fact, he said that after the premiere of Terrifier 3, and that made me so freaking happy. But of course, if you're in line to see these films, you don't care about the characters or plot that much. How intense is it? Where is the gore? How bad? Is it better than the first one? Is it better than the second one? Where are we looking at? And my answer to that question really kind of depends upon you. Because personally, for me, the bedroom scene in Terrifier 2 is actually inherently worse than anything you'll see in this film. However, what makes Terrifier 3 so gruesome and different is that there is more consistent scenes throughout the movie that showcase the violence, blood, and gore. There's one specific scene that absolutely 100% rivals the hacksaw and the bedroom scene from the first two movies. As soon as Art busts out the chainsaw, it's go time, so be ready. Even though I personally don't think anything will top the bedroom scene from Terrifier 2, like I said, there are some insanely messed up and graphic scenes. Now, one major difference that I absolutely love about Terrifier 3 compared to the two films is that some people complained that they preferred the version of art in Terrifier 1 than the version of art in Terrifier 2. If you've seen Terrifier 1, that dude is so freaking mean and brutal, which in Terrifier 2, art is pretty damn brutal too. However, there's more of a comical whimsiness to a lot of his kills, where they're slightly less mean. Still mean, just slightly less mean. Now I'm here to say they take arts 1 and 2 and combine them in this movie. Mean art is back, and it's very apparent in the very first 10 minutes of this film, which might turn off a good amount of people. I'm not necessarily going to say what happens, even though a lot of people who follow these films probably can guess what is going to happen. Not spoiling anything. I'm just saying, not a single person in this world is safe from Art the Clown. I give Damien Leone so much freaking mad props, because what I think the movie really needed was for him to take a step back and solely focus on the direction of this movie and let the other people that he hired and trusted to do their job. This movie is honestly better in about every single way to the other two previous films. Cinematography, dialogue, editing. It almost feels like the first film in this entire franchise. Is it a perfect horror film? Absolutely not. And especially because there's going to be a lot of people that don't want to go and see this kind of thing. It's perfect for me because it was exactly what I wanted and more out of Terrifier 3. Art the Clown not only being goofy, but just completely whacking everybody in a Santa suit. And I didn't even mention the Ice Nine Kills music video / song at the end of the movie. First of all, the song, one of their best. It's freaking awesome. But the music video is just as brutal as the movie. You don't believe me? You're gonna have to see it. I'm honestly so excited for people to go out and see this film, because even though it is a brutal modern day grindhouse type of movie, I actually think mainstream audiences are going to be okay with seeing it, which was honestly one of my biggest worries from the beginning, because I love the fact that Damien Leone is keeping the Terrifier series, not toning down the gore or the violence, but keeping the same exact tone and making Art the Clown. But now that he had so much mainstream success, I was hoping that people wouldn't go into these movies and completely trash it and throw it away because, oh, it's too this, oh, it's too that. You know, the people that go into the theater without doing the research on what type of movie this is. Though I'm already willing to accept that not a lot of people are going to enjoy and like these type of movies. That is completely fine. And some of those people even ask me, why do you enjoy this stuff? It's just blood, it's just gore. There's no point. But for me, I personally see it like this. I have no idea how to do any of these kind of things. I don't get scared when it comes to movies. I don't really quease up on like certain body horror and whatnot. But Damien just has such an incredible style to the way he does his body horror, blood and gore, that it makes me wonder and curious, exactly how do you do that sort of thing? I mean, if you're on a film set and you're like, okay, this is the part where we rip the arm apart. Where's the arm? Who makes the arm? How do you make an arm? How can you take something that's completely unreal and make it look severely hyper-realistically real and make everybody in the theater almost need to actually use the barf bags provided? When you look at it like that, that is pretty impressive. Go see the movie Terrifier 3. I'm pretty sure it comes out October 11th. It's one of those movies where you can completely disassociate, turn your brain off, not think about all the crap that's happening in the world right now, and enjoy a messed up mimey clown in a Santa suit using a chainsaw. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you are still here, this is my first YouTube video that I've ever done like this. I mostly frequent off of TikTok. I do a little bit of Instagram, but if you want to follow me there for like the most consistent videos, then please do, and I hope to see y'all soon, so take care.